Hi, I'm Danny with BuyTwoWayRadios.com. In this video, we're going to unbox the Cobra HH450 dual all-terrain radio. This multi-purpose dual-band handheld is a high-powered VHF marine radio and a professional-grade GMRS transceiver all in one. It supports 88 marine frequencies, 15 GMRS channels, and 10 NOAA weather channels with SAME alerts. It's also waterproof, submersible, and even floats. Let's open the box and take it out for a look. Okay, here we go. The Cobra HH450 Dual is unlike many other radios that we sell. There aren't many radios that are like this, and there are a few things that I really like about what this radio advertises. It's a very powerful radio, and it's a GMRS only radio. It doesn't support the FRS channels like you see in a lot of the bubble pack radios that we sell that are dual service FRS GMRS. And by eliminating FRS from this radio, they're able to offer a lot more functionality. And you don't see a lot of radios that have it. Things like a removable antenna. And that has so much potential to increase your range. But anyway, let's get started and take this out of the box. To begin with, the box for this radio is very nice. I like this style of packaging a lot better than the clamshell where you have to get a knife and cut into the package and everything. So to start with, right out of the gate, Cobra has me on this. Let's see what's inside here. This is similar to the CXT1035, I believe, radio in the way it's packaged, which I really liked as well. And like that FRS GMRS radio that's also floating, this radio comes with a lot of the accessories that you need. We have Spanish and an English version of a manual and a brochure for the Cobra Marine product. I'll set those aside. Let's see, we have a radio antenna. I'll just start assembling this radio as we pull things out of the package here. Here's the radio itself. Got a few warnings here regarding keeping water from entering the radio. Adding the antenna. Now this antenna, I do love that it's removable. And the great thing about having a removable antenna is you can put an adapter on here. An SMA to a UHF female adapter would work great and allow you to connect an external antenna, like for example a mag mount antenna. And you could attach that antenna, put it on your car, and extend your range dramatically. Or even boats, since this radio supports marine frequencies. Okay. We also have, this is a DC vehicle charger. I'm not going to open that. It's just a standard cigarette lighter plug, and then another port that would attach to probably the charger. Yeah, here's an AC adapter for the charger. Lanyard. Screws, probably for the belt clip. Let's see. Oh, this is a very nice addition. This probably going to think it's a battery, but actually it's a AA battery case. So what you can do is put regular AA batteries. Take 5 AA's and then attach this to the radio, and now you're operating off standard alkaline batteries instead of rechargeable batteries. Of course, it also comes with a rechargeable battery. This lithium battery. It's very light. Let's see. Can't tell the milliamps right off. Not sure. It's not labeled. But what we'll do is, this is rubberized around the outside here for waterproofing. This is a fully waterproof radio. It's submersible up to 3 meters, I believe, which is very nice. If you drop it in the water, you don't have to worry about it, and it also floats. So if you drop it in the water, it should float right to the surface. Let's see if I can tighten this. I can't. I'll have to tighten that later. Looks like, okay, this is an accessory port that wasn't closed down all the way. It looks like a 2.5 millimeter style connector that would screw down, and that would allow you to use waterproof accessories. It's like a hand mic or something along those lines. Let's see what else we have. This is a belt clip. The screws were not for the belt clip. It looks like the belt clip would attach right here, slide right into the back. And this is the charger base. Okay, it looks like we have an adapter in the charger base here. This would allow you to charge, I guess with this in here, we can put a battery by itself in here to charge, or you can remove this and charge the entire radio at once. And since I don't have the battery screwed down completely, it's not going to fit in. But it looks like the screws can be used to screw this base down or to attach it to the wall. We're going to cut out for just a second while I get a screwdriver and attach this battery, and then we'll come back and turn the radio on. Okay, we're back. I have the battery attached to the radio, and I've also dropped it in the charging cradle, so you can take a look at how it sits. It's a very tight fit here, which is really what you want. It's also an indicator on the charger that will light up once it's charged, while it's charging and once it's fully charged. I'm going to set the cradle aside, and we'll turn the radio on, and just see a little of how this operates. Of course, the big feature of this radio is the fact that it's a dual service radio supporting GMRS and Marine. So you're able to use this on the boat, and you're able to use this on land in the GMRS channels. But first question you may have is, without it supporting FRS, how is it going to be compatible with the 22 channel FRS GMRS radios that your friends may have, or people that you need to communicate with may have? Well, using the band button, we can switch between weather, GMRS, and Marine, which they call VHF. But in GMRS, you can see you have channel numbers, and the way they're numbering the channels is they skip 8 to 14, which are the FRS only channels. So this is going to match up perfectly with an FRS GMRS radio. So if you have a Cobra or a Motorola or a Midland radio, you just go to the exact same channel those radios may have, and it'll work. I'll change the channel there so I don't get any more interference. The one thing that I really like about this radio is the display. This is a very, very large display, and it's very descriptive as well. It's rare that you see a GMRS radio with a display this nice. I really like that on the bottom here you can see actual text that changes depending on where you are. If I hold this in to go into the menu, a lot of times with GMRS radios it's confusing. You have to have the manual to get to to figure out what setting is what. But here you can see CTCSS, DCS, which are your privacy codes, Vox, vibrate alert, call tone settings, Roger beep, key tone, the rewind feature, which I'll describe in a moment. It's very descriptive because of what you're able to fit on this display. The rewind say again feature is used by this button right here. Once activated, this radio will record the last transmission that it receives. If you didn't hear it, or if you're on your boat and you're away and maybe you heard the radio say something but you weren't able to decide, or you weren't able to hear what it exactly said, you can just press this rewind say again button and it'll replay the last transmission. It's very nice. Like I said before, the band button switches you between weather, marine, and GMRS. One thing about the weather feature on this radio that's very nice is it supports SAME, which is specific area message encoding. May also be pronounced SAME. What that does is allow you to put in essentially your zip code. It's not your zip code, but it's a code that gets you to a specific area. There's about a zip code size area. Put in your code, and then you'll get proactive alerts when there's weather or any other type of emergency specific to the area that you're in. So a normal NOAA weather channel covers a very large area. But with the SAME technology, you're able to limit the weather alerts that you hear to something much, much more specific. And you don't see many radios that support GMRS having that feature. Motorola put one out a while back, but that's the only other one that I know of. Going through the front panel here, we have a TW button. That's Tri-Watch. This radio can monitor 3 channels at once. So if you place it into Tri-Watch mode, it's basically always scanning between 3 channels. You also have a quick access button here to go to channel 16 or 9 on the marine bands, which are the frequently used or emergency channels. We have a scan button. We have a quick access button to weather. The WX here, if you hold it in, will take you into weather mode. I'm not sure why they added that button when you can also just press band once or twice and get into the exact same place. But anyway, this is also your power button. Pressing it with a short press switches between low, medium, and high power. Let's take a look at a few other things on the radio. We have a display on and a lock button here on the side. Of course, your push to talk. Not a lot of other ports on the radio or buttons on the side. Of course, volume, power here, and then the accessory connector that we talked about earlier. Let's see what other features we have here. There is one other thing I'd like to mention is the burp feature, which is kind of unique to this radio. With the burp feature, if you get water in the radio, you can activate burp and it'll vibrate the speaker, shaking the water out of it. You see some fixed mount marine radios that have that feature, and it's a pretty nice option. Now, the price on this radio is higher than what you would normally expect to pay for a handheld radio. Now it has a lot of features you don't see on other radios, so I think the price is justified in many ways. But you're going to pay more for this single radio than you would pay for a nice 2-pack of GMRS FRS radios. So don't have sticker shock. But that's an unboxing and a quick look at the Cobra HH450 dual radio. This has been an unboxing of the HH450 dual floating all-terrain radio from Cobra. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, email us, or enter our live chat at buy2wayradios.com. If you like this video and want to see others like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/buy2wayradios. I'm Danny, and thanks for watching.